This is a full detailed review of the Hohem iSteady Mobile Plus. In this video you're gonna see footage taken by the gimbal, unboxing, how to set up the gimbal and mount your phone, control buttons and what they do, the app and its features, and a conclusion. The Hohem iSteady Mobile Plus is a 3-axis stabilization gimbal for smartphones. The user guide says that it can hold up to 280 grams phone weight, which makes it good for most smartphones. It costs around $90, but it depends where you bought it from. Also, the shipping price will depend where you live. But it is definitely one of the cheapest gimbals for smartphones available in the market nowadays, if not the cheapest one. It comes with a nice professional looking box. Opening the zip is smooth and easy, doesn't have many accessories, looks easy to set up. This is a gift card, but it's limited, so won't be available in all boxes. A detailed user guide, a warranty card, a micro USB cable, a mini tripod that has a nice rubber base that could be used pretty much on any surface. And the main thing, the gimbal looks nice, not very strong, so you have to be careful with it. The handle fits good in the hand. It's heavy enough to give you a sense of control, but not too heavy that you get quickly tired holding it. At the bottom there's a screw port if you want to mount the gimbal to the small tripod or to any other. A micro USB port to charge the gimbal. It takes about 3.5 hours to fully charge the battery, and it can last up to 12 hours, which is perfect for daily vloggers. And a USB port to charge your phone from the gimbal, but unfortunately you can't do it while the phone is mounted. A screw port if you want to add an extra accessory like a microphone or a small light source. And a trigger button to recenter the gimbal if needs to be. The gimbal can be used in both portrait and landscape mode. All you have to do is to move the phone holder 90 degrees. But the problem in the portrait mode is that you have to use the front camera, or you have to keep holding the gimbal in a certain way, or else a part of the gimbal will be visible on camera, which is a huge turn off for people filming in portrait mode all the time, for Instagram or TikTok. But in landscape mode it works really fine. There's another screw port on the phone holder, but don't know if you actually can use it, since it will probably add more weight and ruin the balance of your phone. The balancing knob helps you to get the best balanced spot for your phone. All you have to do is loosen it, slide the arm back and forth until you find the perfect spot, then tighten it up again. The phone holder can be stretched to fit mostly all smartphones. Let's mount a phone to the gimbal. First of all, it's not recommended that you turn on the gimbal without a phone mounted to it, and it's recommended that you remove the phone case before doing so. Make sure to take your time finding the balance. It doesn't have to be perfect, but your phone shouldn't be falling down either. Now let's check the control buttons. On and off button. One tap on it when the gimbal is off shows you the level of the battery. 4 lights on means it's at 100%. A 3-second long press on it will power the gimbal on and off. Once the gimbal is on and connected to the app, tap on it 1 time to take a picture and 2 times to start recording a video. To stop recording, just tap twice again. The joystick. It simply moves the phone manually up and down, right and left, but it's made of plastic and may fall off the gimbal, so be careful with it too. The zoom focus slider. Use it to zoom in and out and to change the focus once the gimbal is connected to the app, of course. The Bluetooth light. It simply illuminates when the gimbal and phone are connected. The mode light. It flashes a certain number of times depending on what mode you're on at the moment. And finally, the mode button. 4 modes are available. Each mode is defined by a number of dots that also represents the number of times you have to tap on the mode button, which is also the number of times that the mode light will be flashing. For example, to go to mode 3, tap 3 times and the mode light will start flashing 3 times. One tap is the default mode, or PF, which means pan follow. The phone will only follow the gimbal when it goes right and left, but not when it goes up and down. Light is flashing one time. Two taps is the pan tilt follow, or PTF. Mode light will be flashing two times. The phone will follow the gimbal right and left, up and down, but not sideways. Three taps is the AL mode, or all locked. Light will be flashing three times, and the phone will be locked no matter where the gimbal moves. You can only move it manually using the joystick. And finally, four taps is the all follow mode, or AF, which means that the phone will follow the gimbal in every direction. The app is called Hohem Gimbal, and it works on both iOS and Android, even if I think that the Android one still needs some improvement. I'm gonna leave the links to both of them below. It has some cool features like those Instagramish filters that you can apply real time while filming. A microphone sign, but it's all written in Chinese. Maybe they should fix that in the next update. You can also record in time-lapse and slow motion, or you can record in motion time-lapse, which I found really awesome. Just define two or more points that your gimbal must go through, set the shutter interval and the duration, and you're ready to go. The gimbal will go back to the first point and start recording all the way to the last one. Don't mind my hand, please. Let's check the result in the gallery. Cool, isn't it? And here's my hand. Another cool thing is the object tracking. You can simply select an object and the gimbal will follow it wherever it goes. It's not perfect, it's a little bit slow, but it can be useful sometimes. Same thing you can also do with faces. Just activate the face tracking and the gimbal will follow your face. This works great when you're by yourself. You can also take 180 degrees or 360 degrees panoramas. But make sure that the phone is perfectly vertical to the ground, otherwise your panorama will look weird. I think that's it. The rest is the basic settings like the flashlight, white and black balance, ISO, and also other advanced settings like the video resolution, image size, joystick speed, zoom speed, motor's response speed, but I suggest that you leave everything set to default, except maybe for the video resolution that you can change depending on the result you desire. Conclusion: the gimbal is really nice for the price that I paid. It has pros and cons, but generally I'm satisfied. The pros is that it's cheap, easy to use, and has some cool features for its price. The cons is the problem with the portrait mode. You cannot switch from portrait to landscape, and the problem where the gimbal was visible in the camera. The app also freezes sometimes, doesn't save time-lapse videos sometimes, but I hope that this will be fixed in the next updates. I also noticed that sometimes the gimbal moves itself without me touching anything. So far those are the only problem I faced. Maybe more problems will pop up as I use it because I just started using it. If there are more problems, I'm gonna make another video and tell you about them. If you wanna buy this gimbal, I'm gonna leave you a link below in the description. Thank you so much for watching and see you soon.